This story is filled with twists, turns, and explosive allegations.
Another sudden shakeup within New York City's police department, and it's covered in scandal. Jeff Madry, the highest-ranking uniformed member, abruptly resigned as chief of department Friday amid startling accusations of sexual misconduct.
And this is not the first time Madry has faced claims of sexual misconduct. Former police officer Tabitha Foster sued him for a hostile work environment based on sex.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
Well, I'm Mr. Motherfucking Kate and Deal. Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio. We come to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon. I really appreciate each and every last one of y'all for pulling up. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and get up into this news for today. All right, now we have a very disturbing story coming up out of New York. All right, so we have the NYPD chief, Jeffrey Madry, resigns amid sexual misconduct allegations. And this is a wild one for the books. I'm going to need y'all to listen to this story right here. If you hadn't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's check this out.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Jeffrey Madry resigned suddenly last night, and now federal investigators are looking into allegations of sexual harassment and hefty overtime payments involving the former high-ranking official. News 4's Brittany Miller is following the story from our newsroom. And Brittany, this is quite a big shakeup for the department.
Oh, yes, it is. This story is filled with twists, turns, and explosive allegations. The now former chief of department, Jeff Madry.
She knows she don't sound like that. She know good and well she don't sound like that. Oh, yes, this is important. This is the developing news, and we're about to get into it. Listen to this. Oh, my God, Brittany Miller, you know you don't talk like that. I know you got to put on your anchor voice. I worked at news. I worked in a news station. I was a broadcast director. I sat behind scenes, so I know how these things work. That's not her real voice. And I don't like when people do that. That's why people are phasing away from traditional news. You don't have to be fake. You can still be yourself without being ghetto-fied and hoochie mama or whatever, if that's what you think. But you don't have to switch up yourself in order to deliver the news. Like, just speak proper English and deliver the news, and I believe people will gravitate to you off your realness. But you switching up your voice and stuff. I mean, I just had to point that out because, you know, that's why I don't... Anyway.
Resigned out of nowhere Friday. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch says John Schell will now take his place in the interim. But all of this as state and federal investigators take a closer look at this case centered on allegations of sexual misconduct.
She sound good, though. I mean, she got that down pack. That news reporter voice is right on the money.
Another sudden shakeup within New York City's police department, and it's covered in scandal. Jeff Madry, the highest-ranking uniformed member, abruptly resigned as chief of department Friday amid startling accusations of sexual misconduct.
The allegations are extremely concerning and alarming.
Mayor Adams faced questions at an event in...
Did he say concerning?
It's extremely concerning and alarming.
That man said concerning.
Alarming.
He's trying to say concerning and alarming at the same time.
Faced questions at an event in Brownsville Saturday, saying Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch is doing a full review of all personnel and looking into these salacious claims.
She's conducting her review.
All right, so we're going to read this. It says, the accuser recently came under scrutiny for her exorbitant overtime pay, upward of $200K. You understand me? During her role in a desk job in Madry's office. Desk job, huh? The New York Police Department's chief of department abruptly retired after a bombshell report claimed that he had preyed upon one of his employees, allowing her overtime opportunities in exchange for sexual favors. Chief Jeffrey Madry, 53, stepped down Friday shortly after Lieutenant Quantisha Epps publicly accused him of demanding sexual favors from her. The New York Post first reported he wanted to have anal sex, vaginal sex, oral sex. Epps told the outlet. He was always asking me to kiss his penis. Damn. Epps, who has been working at the agency since 2005 and recently had an administrative job in the chief of department's office, was NYPD's highest paid employee in fiscal year 2024, making upward of $400,000, publicly available records show. Madry's sexual demands began in June 2023 when he became chief of department, Epps told the outlet. So as soon as he got in office, as soon as he won that position, he started swinging his manhood around. You understand me? Literally. Madry, who is married, was allegedly sitting at his desk, wearing just a white undershirt and unzipped uniform pants when he told her he dreamed about effing me in my A. Epps claimed. She recalled responding, I said, but Chief, you're the chief of department. He rubbed his chest. His work pants were open. He was like, but I'm still a N-word. And you look good. D-Zam. That's crazy. He then asked her to go to the back of his office where he had a couch, she claimed. He bent me over the arm of the couch, and when I tried to back away, but he was telling me, just let me put it in a little bit. She told the outlet through tears. He grabbed KY jelly from a locker near the couch and rubbed it on himself before he forced himself into her, despite her pleas for him to stop. Epps said, how the hell you got KY jelly at work, bro? I mean, you already doing wrong by violating this lady, of course. You know, that needs not to be mentioned because that's just an automatic. We know you violating this woman if this is true. But how you got KY jelly at work? Bro, you was a real weirdo, for real, for real. I'm talking about how you at work ready. Damn. He inserted himself and kept forcing it, she alleged. And I kept asking him, can you please stop? Then I stopped asking him to stop, and I asked him to just slow down. Can you please just slow down? You're hurting me. You're hurting me. She recalled him saying, I'm not trying to hurt you, baby. I'm not trying to hurt you. The pair had sexual intercourse about 10 times after that, she told the outlet. Sometimes the top uniformed officer texted Epps 3 letters, DAP. It stood for that ain't pussy, meaning he wanted anal. She said, what? I don't get that. That's wild. DAP. That ain't meaning he don't want what? I don't get that. That's wild. But anyway, so y'all had sex 10 times after that? It sounds as if you bit the bait. I'm not saying that you wanted this to happen, but you allowed it to happen. You did. You continued on. You could have said something at some point to somebody. You are not a child. Your hand was not forced. I believe you allowed this to happen just so you can do what you're doing now, which is sue. Now, be that as it may, he may have forced himself onto you. That may be true. I'm not saying, I'm not contesting that part. But what I'm saying is you could have said something long time ago. You said 10 times after this, you could have said something 9 times ago. Real talk. But you allowed this to happen. So, I don't know, but let's continue.
Internally, and we'll make the determination on how we're moving forward with these allegations.
Police confirmed they're investigating, saying they take allegations of sexual misconduct seriously. Madry's resignation comes on the same day NYPD Lieutenant Quathisha Epps told the New York Post Madry, quote, demanded sexual...
Okay, why they got this big piece of damn article up here? We don't need it no more. Let it go.
In exchange for massive amounts of overtime, end quote. Now, we did reach out to Epps and her attorney for comment, but they've not responded. I can tell you Madry's attorney, Landros Landrew, told News 4 his client denies allegations of any sexual interaction and wasn't even...
All right, so it says, other times she recalled he would enter her office and ask me to kiss it, referring to his penis. She tried to break free from Madry, but feared she wouldn't be believed. How? Why? If you're making such a claim, how could it not even be looked into? So you worried about being believed, just tell it. And then worry about that later. If you are in a situation, tell it. Free yourself. And stop saying this because people that are real victims hear what you're saying, and this discourages them from coming out. Oh, I didn't want to say nothing because I was afraid somebody wouldn't believe me. You lying. That's not why you didn't come out. You had other reasons why you didn't come out. Maybe fear is why you didn't come out. Or maybe you knew this was a calculated moment for you to hit that big old checkmate at the end. You see what I'm saying? So you can get this suit, this case that you got. I don't know. I just see past a little bit. The surface level. I look a little deeper than the surface level. You know what I'm saying? I'm just raising questions. I'm looking at things at different angles. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, I think he's a predator, Epps told the Post. He'd say, we're going to save your house, like he's rescuing me, when he's really just effing me. I told him I was about to lose my home, she told the outlet. Why you telling him all of this? Why you telling Nate you in a bind? Huh?
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
I really need this money, Nate.
Why is you telling all of this to him? I've been in several situations and I've never told my bosses at work what I'm going through. Because they don't give a damn. Most of them don't give a damn. And none of them was screwing me to help out. So I wouldn't tell them none of that because I just had to suck it up and deal with it by myself. Nobody cares that I'm about to lose my home or I can't pay rent or that my car is about to be repossessed or I can't put food on the table for my kids or whatever the case is. Nobody give a shit. They just worry about you showing up to work and doing your job. That's it. So why are you telling him this? I don't know. I'm just saying. He told me I could do whatever overtime I needed. He told me I was like his sister. That's nasty. But he also told her she could help him with favors outside of the office, like helping out his girlfriend, who was another NYPD employee, she said. Helping out his girlfriend what? Helping out his girlfriend pleasing you? Part of the overtime was to take care of his girlfriend, which included apartment hunting with her and buying household items for her. Epps said, that's wild. Epps intends to file a notice of claim with the city's comptroller's office Saturday, Sanders told the Post. Sources previously told the outlet that she submitted paperwork for retirement this month. Early retirement, eh?
Involved in approving Epps's overtime, going on to say, quote, it's very sad when someone gets caught with their hand in the cookie jar like Lieutenant...
That is not one that we need to be using right now, man. Hand in the cookie jar, that's a pun that we should not be using right now.
Epps, and gets suspended for suspicion of stealing overtime, that she is now trying to bring someone else down with these lies, end quote. City data shows she worked about 1,627 hours of overtime during the 2024 fiscal year, earning more than $200,000. That's on top of her base salary of nearly $165,000, allowing her to make well over $350,000.
She was throwing that thing bike. I'm sorry.
A source familiar with the matter says the Department of Investigation and the Southern District of New York are investigating the overtime payments. They're also looking into her allegations of sexual harassment, as is the Manhattan District Attorney. Meantime, Landro says he's unaware of any investigation. But when asked why his client resigned, he said the former top cop was already planning to retire soon because he just became a lawyer and will go into private practice, deciding to walk away now amid the allegations.
And this is not the first time Madry has faced claims of sexual misconduct. Former police officer Tabitha Foster sued him for a hostile work environment based on sex. That complaint was recently dismissed, but just Wednesday, Captain Gabrielle Walls and her attorney added Madry to a sexual harassment lawsuit against another officer. Meantime, Landro calls that amendment a cry for attention. In the newsroom, Brittany Miller, News 4 New York.
All right, Brittany Miller with the news reporter voice.
Sheldon, little bootleg.
Brittany Miller do not talk like that, y'all. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? It was a matter of fact, it was a reporter from Memphis who went viral. I think she was from Memphis, maybe Alabama or somewhere like that. It was some country, one of the country states. I'm from Texas, so I'm country. I can say that. Anyway, she made a post about how she has a news reporter voice and how she talk when she back home. It went viral probably about a year or two ago. It was funny. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm saying when I say this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just saying it just to be saying some shit. You feel me? Brittany Miller don't talk like that. I can damn near promise you that. But shout out to Brittany Miller, baby. You sound good. You look good. You're doing your thing. Black excellence. At the same time, I just don't like when people be using that news reporter voice and they know they don't really talk like that. Even white people. I was at work with some of these people. They didn't talk like that. Not all the time. Some of them did. Some of them talk like they talk on air, you know what I'm saying? But some of them be putting on that news reporter voice, man, and it's irritating. That's why I feel like people are straying away from traditional news because it's fake. You know what I'm saying? And they come into YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and they getting their news that way. But anyway, back to the story at hand. What do y'all think about this? Do y'all think that she is telling the truth about the chief of police? Do y'all think that he's a dirty, rotten scum of the earth? Or do y'all think she's lying? Fabricating the story to clear her name from all this stolen overtime that she may have been guilty of. You see what I'm saying? And also, do y'all think that maybe she agreed upon the actions that took place? Hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? If you let me crack, you know, I can give you all the free overtime in the world. Or maybe she came at him and was like, I'll let you crack if you let me get all this overtime. It don't matter if she came at him or not. With the way the laws are set up, quid pro quo, that's against the rules. You see what I'm saying? The dynamic of the power structure does not allow this to be legal. You see what I'm saying? Because he can give her all kinds of benefits that he's not giving to those that he's not having sex with. So these laws are in place because of that right there. You see what I'm saying? So nobody that's above someone at work can be dating. Y'all have to either leave or not be together. Or keep that shit under wraps. You understand me? But anyway, I digress. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. If you vibed all the way up to this point, I really do appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, I'm SheldonVybez. I need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes like you're supposed. Oh yeah, no.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh God.